Man, it is freezing out here. Bro, we never should have left our campsite. We are completely lost.
We've been out here for like, what, 3 days?
Seems like it.
We told our wives we'd be camping for a week, man. We could be dead before anybody finds us.
Oh, yeah, and I'm starving. We haven't eaten for days. What are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay right here and be saved by the only person that can save us.
You mean?
Damn right.
Bro. But Alan, we're in the middle of nowhere. No way to communicate with the outside world, no cell service. Bro doesn't even know we need him, much less know where we are and can help us. What's that? You got crackers? Give me those. What else you got?
I'll tell you what I got.
What is that?
This is our ticket out of here. That's what this is. With Rambro's hunting skills, once I fire this bad boy up, we'll be home before the Browns come on. All we need is to start a fire. I just need some firewood.
I got some matches.
All this time you've had man, give me those.
Rambo see fire. Someone need Rambo help. Lucky fish.
You hear that?
What?
Something in the bushes over there.
What's that? Rambro.
Rambo see fire. Rambo come.
Rambro, we're starving.
We haven't eaten for days.
We don't have water. We don't have anything.
Rambo get you food. Take me good rib dinner for guys.
Listen, man. Take it easy now. Are you gonna be okay?
Rambo fight.
Listen. You've done enough, man. Really.
We never should have left that campsite.
Rambo finished job.
Okay, just take it easy, man. Let's take your time. Take your time, buddy.
Rambo banged up.
It's gonna be all right. Take your time.
Oh,
Nice and easy, buddy.
there you go. Trees were far.
Order 542?
Yep, that's me.
Boys!
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining episode 12 of the Three Brothers Podcast. It's been a minute since we've been on. It's been, I don't know, close to a month, I'd say, right?
Yep, probably.
A lot of stuff's happened in between. We were just talking about how much info and how fast the world turns and just it never stops. We want to open this episode by just acknowledging the loss of a family member. We lost Jay Jr. It's been a few weeks now, and obviously our brother Jay Sr. is a member of our family. He's here today to address the public, just to let everybody know how he's doing, and just to know he's, well, I'll let Jay explain. Jay, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And the biggest thing is family, as we said it right. I like to acknowledge these guys for like just giving me that time and being there for me. that whole support thing was huge. And I was the one that said, hey, I'm ready to come back, man. And, life goes on.
Yep.
And by saying that, the most devastating, painful phone call you could ever receive is one with the death of your child.
Yeah.
And I got that call, unfortunately, over the Labor Day weekend. And it was my eldest daughter, Pooh, and she was crying, and I was asleep. And I was awakened by my wife, and I got on the phone, and I couldn't make it out at first. And it was Puff Jr., his dad, he died, he's passed, he's died. And I was, what? I was figuring it out. And it finally came to me. She said, Junior had passed away. And I was, wow. I mean, there's that feeling of devastation and pain that no one should have to go through.
Yeah.
And I understand if you've lost a child, how traumatic it is. And the biggest thing was, for the first week, I sat in my chair and I had my blanket around me. It was kind of like my comfort. And I was processing. And I told everybody, because we had a ton of people weighing in, and I appreciate all the people that have weighed in and sent prayers and thoughts. When you say there's no words, there aren't any words. There's no words you could tell anybody. And I'm okay with that. Understand that I appreciate the thoughts, the prayers, the loves, and the hugs. That's what's making this bearable for me and my family. Now, in saying that, and laying in that chair, I had to question my faith. Now, my faith is probably different because I'm not a religious guy. I'm a spiritual guy. But I have to say the best thing about it was, I tell everybody, if you know me, I'm terrific every day, and I take one day at a time. All right? I was able to do that. And that gave me strength knowing that what I believe in or what I think, and same with Junior, is right for me. And it helped me cope with that situation. And as I'd like to say it, my daughter would tell you it's true, I'm a freaking alien, all right? The mothership came down and got you.
Yeah.
All right?
You've always said that.
I always said that. And the thing is, the only thing is you can hope for is the mothership picks you up first. But he was my mini-me.
Yeah.
Hang in there, bro.
Take your time.
He was a good father. He was a
Yeah.
good husband,
Yeah.
a great son.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
And I'm okay. All right. I'm emotional now just because I am. All right. But I've accepted. And that's the one thing, that pain and devastation part has ended for me. That's why I told you guys I needed to get back out.
Yeah.
I needed to get active in doing things because unfortunately, or fortunately, life goes on.
Yeah.
So, okay, what do you do? Do you give up, lay in that chair and waste away and die? Or do you live the life to the fullest for the rest of your kids, your family, and for yourself?
Yeah.
You have to. Now, I'll never forget, of course. And there'll be good days, there'll be bad days, I imagine. But I take that one at a time. And I am terrific. I'll get through this.
Yeah.
And again, the funeral's this weekend. So, it's still fresh. So that's tough to handle. But I know my son's in a better place.
Yeah.
I know what we talked about, him and I, that he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay. All right. The rest of us, may not be, or I might be for a while.
The services are for those that love.
For the living, yeah.
It's for
you're
the
right.
living.
And that's why, again, I talk to everybody, and my wife has given me space. My kids have been great. My family, my extended family here, has been awesome. The overwhelming support has just been, again, what's made it bearable. And again, for everybody who says that, I don't have any words, they just aren't. There just aren't any words.
Yeah.
It is about the process.
Yeah.
And, it's going to take time.
It is.
But I, again, feel that what I believe in and what I think, I told you guys earlier, this is the first time I've gotten emotional.
Yeah.
This is the first time I cried because I'm around these people that care about me. And I'm talking about something that kind of like I wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
You know, I know he's passed. I know he's a better place. But when you start bringing up memories and those thoughts and that phone call and the devastating feeling, boy, it takes you back for a minute. And to know that he went peacefully into sleep, I'll just put it that way, is maybe the best case scenario I could think of. Because one thing about Junior is he was a lot like me that probably pissed people off. Junior lived his life this way.
Yes,
you know,
he
it was
did.
under his term.
Yes, he did.
I couldn't say anything because I did the
He
same
left
thing.
it on the field, buddy.
Yeah, he
oh
did,
my
he,
goodness.
He did his thing the way he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of him of that.
Yeah.
He is sorely missed. He will always be in my heart.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Yep.
I'm moving forward and honoring him in that way.
Yeah.
As you know, it's his outgoing personality, that big body and that tough exterior. He was a kid at heart, man. He had a big heart, loved people, loved children. And that's a lot like me. I love people. I love doing positive things, and honoring him that way is the best thing for me moving forward. So, you know, I appreciate you guys taking this time. I appreciate you all out there understanding and all the well wishes, because it has made it easier as we progress.
Well, sure. But there's a word, empathy, that's been in the news a little bit lately. And I know we can't feel what you're feeling, but and I know I'm speaking for my brother, man, we want to absorb as much as we can that, you know, whatever grief, whatever pain you're feeling, man, we just want to be there for you. So,
You know what? And I tell you, Phil, I'm telling you, when I say family, I just don't mean that about anybody. I feel this way about you guys and the extended family that I have. That means more than anything to me. Just knowing that, you know, if I'm struggling, I got people backing me up. I got people to lean on. You know, and that has been a hell of a factor. And again, hell, I'm going to be terrific, and I'm going to keep moving on one day at a time. And I'm all right.
I think it's important to have an outlet too, and I think that if we can be that for you, boy, if we had filmed upstairs when we were all leaking a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That was.
I told you that was the first time I had. First time
we had to go to the
that
powder room
emotion.
before the show aired. Let's put it that way.
But it shows you the closeness of us, because I know you guys get it.
Yeah.
All right. And there's people out there, I'm sure they think they get it. But man, until you get that news and you know the people, especially when it's a child.
It's like Phil said, we know you hurting and we hurt for you. That's what love is, though.
That's it. And you know, and that's the last thing I'll say is, you can say all you want, man, but love is what conquers all. Sounds like I don't think, but I'm telling you, you want to feel better about yourself, help someone else, be a better person, help people out. That's what I believe life's all about. And I think Junior did too. So I'm going to be good, but boy, that support system is so vital. And I appreciate that.
Hey, rest in peace, Jay Jr. We love you, brother.
All right, brother.
Amen.
So, okay.
I know it's tough to pivot from that.
We're gonna like Jay told me. He said, "Al, keep it moving."
Guess right.
So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And there's so much to talk about. Let's go right to the top. You know, Charlie Kirk, right? Polarizing. Is that the understatement of the year?
Yep.
For those out there who may be living under a rock, Charlie Kirk was the founder of Turning Point USA, basically focused on high school, college, and university students. Right wing, I call him a recruiter. You can use your own terms there, but was assassinated earlier this week. And boy, that's opened up a lot of dialogue. Let me turn it over to you first, Phil. What's your overall thought, opinion, and how would you characterize Charlie Kirk and what's happened?
Yeah. Well, one of the first things, I don't know that I had ever paid attention to one word that Charlie Kirk had ever said before he was shot. And after the event took place, then
you get inundated with all this information and all these
goodness.
videos and you know, posts about things that he said and done. And you know, it's first of all, the shooting, the killing is tragic. I wouldn't wish it on anybody under any circumstances. It's terribly sad. And it's sad that one person decided to take it upon himself to take this action. So I'm terribly saddened about that. I am also saddened by the school shooting that took place on the same day. I am also saddened by
Colorado.
the Democratic lawmaker and her husband who was killed maybe 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. And it just took me back. I had never seen anything so graphic before.
Yeah.
But it made me think about when MLK was shot, because he was shot with a rifle from distance.
Right.
And I just, all we see is that picture of him lying on that balcony and folks pointing from where that shot came from.
Right.
But it had to be equally, if not more horrific than what we saw with Charlie Kirk. And I just can't fathom that kind of hate exist in people where they feel the need to snuff somebody's life out. And so it's very sad, but I feel sad not only for him, but for everybody, the kids, everybody who was an innocent victim. And quite frankly, everybody was an innocent victim of this type of violence. I'm just sorry it has to happen. And I'm sorry it happens as often as it does.
And I'm going to turn it over to you, Jay. The guy that has been brought into custody hasn't said a lot, but it was my opinion that he didn't so much kill Charlie Kirk as he killed what he felt was an idea or an agenda. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I hope at some point he bears the soul and just talks about motive and what he felt was obviously a threat to America. I'll just put it that way. But until he opens up, all we can do is just theorize. So what are your thoughts, Jim?
Well, my thing is I totally agree with what Phil said. And to a point, when Trump comes out and says it's automatically the left side,
Radical left.
the right, that is so wrong because it's not true. He did not know that. Now, Charlie Kirk, going farther, is a bigot, a racist. Women shouldn't vote, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're into, that's fine. But for me, that's not democracy, and that's not what the United States is about. So I disagreed with everything Charlie Kirk said, everything. But I am still respectful in that loss because no one should be killed that way.
Yeah.
No one should die.
Yeah.
But him himself said he thought a couple people should die every year to help the Second Amendment.
Justify the Second Amendment. Right.
Sometimes I don't know, how to explain that, but karma. But here's the one thing I do not like. They're talking about retribution for it and dropping the flags to half-mast or whatever. What about those two Democratic officials in Minnesota?
Yeah.
They didn't get the flag dropped.
Yep.
What about those kids that got slain in the school? They didn't get mentioned. They're not getting the flag half dropped.
Yeah.
But because he had such a political influence on Trump and him getting elected, and by the hatred and all of doing that, we're going to say that's okay.
Well, there was actually very little acknowledgement of 9/11.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
because of
That's
that.
a great point.
It just got lost in the.
Well, and
the
what's
news
bad about that too is the survivors of 9/11 are losing benefits and protesting because of what Trump's done.
Right.
But
right.
we I hate to say this because I'm going through a difficult time myself, but with the case of Trump, it's always about fight fire with fire. All right. If he starts that nonsense, it's got to be called out and it's got to be critical. I'm sorry, but people like Charlie Kirk, things happen that aren't good. You take that upon yourself when you have these ideologies. We've seen it happen. All right, so I'm not condoning any of it, but don't start pointing the finger at all you fake Christians out there, pointing the finger about retribution, things like that. That's wrong.
Yeah.
All right. We should have these open dialogues. But when open dialogues turn to hate
Yeah.
and hate speech and hate arguments, they're not just discussed. We can sit and argue one-on-one all the time and debate that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hatred and killing people, man, we're way off track.
What was the lady's name? Nancy something?
Nancy Mace.
Mace, who said the Democrats own this,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And this is before they had apprehended anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the Republican or the reporter called her on it immediately and
Right.
said, does that mean that the two Democrats who were killed
Right.
a month ago, from
they own
Minnesota,
that?
do the Republicans
yeah, she said,
own
this
that?
is about Charlie Kirk.
And
Right,
so
right.
And then after the guy that was arrested, and they found out his background
Right.
wasn't
Right.
a left.
So again, right.
She said, well, let's pray for this guy.
Right. Oh yeah, and we'll keep it. And I'm tired of that too.
Yeah.
All the school shootings, everything else.
Yeah.
We just keep praying.
Well, the thing about Trump, and this is where Charlie Kirk fit right in, is that he peddles hate.
Yeah.
And he's discovered first in America that that's marketable. That there are a number of American citizens that want to do harm to other Americans. And I'm not talking about shooting them, but I just, taking away their benefits. The homeless people that they're talking about just removing from
euthanize them.
D.C. One of the actual
the
Fox
guy from-
broadcasters just said, kill him.
Kill them. Get rid of them.
Euthanize.
Euthanize them.
Yeah. And that, you had said it earlier, love, it should be about love. Love conquers all. It should be about that. But it's these people and their grievances, and who can they blame for whatever's going on in this world? That's their motivation. It isn't about, having a better life for other people in this world.
No.
People that don't necessarily look like them or believe
Right.
like they believe. It's all about, this is our country, this is our world. Get in line or get out.
Well, and
And that's a
that's my
shame.
problem with that, like radicalization of people. If we look at the Nazi Party and what happened,
Yep.
now this is the same kind of thing. Brainwash. It's all about us. It was the Jews, and now it's the immigrants.
Yep,
The
yep,
immigrants did all this.
Yep.
Well, then Trump send your wife back.
Yep.
Marco Rubio, them get the hell on a boat. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
We're all immigrants.
Yep.
We stole this country from the Native Americans. All right, we enslaved people to work for us.
Yep.
All right, so I don't want to hear any of that bullshit.
Yep.
But that is just way out of line for me.
Yep.
We are accepting this hatred. And again, to me, that's all ego-driven, man. That's because of ignorance.
Yeah.
You're an ignorant person because you don't feel good enough about yourself.
Exactly.
But it's easier to make you feel better
Yep.
by hating someone else.
Yep. And, not to cast aspersions on, somebody that just died and the way that he died, but Charlie Kirk peddled in this.
Yeah.
He's smart enough to know better, but it made him millions.
Absolutely.
And so it was something that he refused to turn away from, despite the fact that he knew better.
And if you think about his target audience, again, high school, college students,
Yeah.
these are tomorrow's adults. These are the people that's going to be running the world tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though he's gone, the playbook is there.
Right,
He
yes.
has the playbook.
Playbook,
out there.
that's a very good way
Someone
to
to
put
just
it.
pick up and run
Yep.
with it.
Yep.
And really, all you need is a little bit of charisma.
Yeah.
Right? We've learned from Donald, you don't have to be intelligent.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
charisma goes a long way. So that, to me, that's the travesty of that situation. So more news on that, though. That's still developing. We'll see how that turns out. I want to talk about where we're on Trump in Washington. The whole deal with the National Guard in D.C. I guess they're headed to Memphis and then Chicago next. What's your thoughts on that?
The fact that they weren't in Utah protecting Charlie Kirk and instead were raking leaves in Washington, D.C., that makes a whole lot of sense to me.
On the cleanup crew,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah. So it's all about optics. That, every Democratic city that he can think of is a cesspool, and he's going to go clean it up and drop these guys in there, even though none of the mayors, none of the citizens want the National Guard to be there. But it makes Trump, to the people that are the low information voters, makes him look strong, makes him look like he's doing something. And quite frankly, if and when the time comes that he actually needs to deploy the National Guard, like when he refuses to leave office in about 3 years, it won't be such a shock to the public because they will be used to seeing these people walking the streets of their cities. So it's almost, again, an opinion, it's almost like a dry run for what's coming later.
Couldn't agree more. And I've said this to you. We can go back shows, watch our shows from long ago. This is a Gestapo tactic. All this ICE people with masks on, put SS things on their arm. That's all this is. It's a Gestapo. What he's done, send them to blue states, and let's see how we do.
Yeah.
All right? It's a dry run.
Yeah.
Now he's going to send them to Memphis, Tennessee, into a red state, and let's see how my base and people feel about it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, if they accept it and say it's okay, he's going to move forward with doing more of that. Get used to having a police state. People don't understand how close are we already in a authoritative rule. This is how it is.
This is how it
when
is.
he can just call the shots. This is a very scary time.
Yep. And while Tennessee is a red state, Memphis is a blue city.
Isn't that right?
yeah.
There you
Right.
go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Epstein files. Can't forget about that. Still in the news, no matter how much they run interference.
I thought that was a Democratic hoax.
The Epstein files are still there, right? I was looking online the other day at this quote unquote birthday book and just some of the names in there. Are we ever going to get the full story of this Epstein file? I mean, where are we at with this court-wise? I mean, what has to happen before those files are released?
Well, once they're released, I mean, the Trump administration has had them for so long. They're going to redact every Republican name that's in there and leave all the Democratic names for people to see, I'm sure. If it is incriminating to Trump, Trump is never going to release anything that does him harm. So we're never going to see that. The thing that bothered me the most is, and at some point in time, I'm going to do 5 minutes over all the sellouts, the black sellouts we have in this country. But one in particular that will likely make that list is Byron Donald from Florida. And I remember seeing him on the news and somebody showing him Trump's signature at the bottom of that woman,
Right.
birthday card or whatever it was. And him with a straight face saying, that doesn't look like Trump's signature at all, which is just, I don't know how you do it, man. That just, him and, what's the brother from South Carolina? Tim Scott. I just don't, I can't fathom it, I'll tell you.
You
But
know, even Fox News said that's Trump's signature.
Yeah.
I mean, Fox News is saying that's Trump's signature.
But that's so predictable.
We just keep getting that denial. Here's the thing. All right, famous podcaster Joe Rogan. I don't understand why Joe, you helped him get elected. Now you're walking back going, hey, man, this is ridiculous. It should be released.
Right.
Well, no shit, Joe.
Yeah.
Right.
But all the people that put him in, if you're waking up, all right, why wouldn't, if your name's not involved, screw the bit, man, let's show the people right away. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
Like you said you were going to do.
to his credit, even Charlie Kirk said all the names
He
should
did.
come out.
Yes,
He
there
did.
you go. That's
Even
the point.
Marjorie Taylor Greene
Oh my God, I couldn't
said
believe that.
all the names.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
the file
She
should be
threw a fit,
released.
yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the conspiracies regarding his assassination was that he was pounding the drums to have those
Right.
files released.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
you know, he had quite a backing, so he's making a lot of noise.
Oh yeah. Listen, before this kid was found out, I could see the logic of that. I'm telling you. And
Absolutely.
Trump is about Trump. He doesn't give a damn about anybody else.
Right.
And whatever it took to save him, he'd do. And so
absolutely.
even though he clearly, I believe, had nothing to do with the Kirk shooting, it was a fortunate diversion for him to get Epstein off the front pages.
Yeah.
For a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, let's move into sports. I hear there was a big fight Saturday night.
Woo, you know,
What do you know about that? Canelo and Crawford.
Man, to get off of that cat and the news going on here. Thank God.
We had to get that
We need
out
some
of the
positive
way.
shit, don't we? But I tell you, the biggest fight set up in a long time now. They're getting Khan, the guy that sets up fights from overseas, along with Dana White and all them, to this power stuff. They'll pay so much money that they'll force these big fights, which is great. That's good. Now, as far as that fight goes, for me, I'm a boxing fan. I'm not a UFC guy. I love the thought of those two fighting. And anybody who says they were disappointed with the fight may not understand the fighters, but I told Phil this earlier. I loved it, but each one of the guys could knock each other out. Each one of these guys could take over and do stuff. Bud Crawford went up 2 weight divisions, which is unbelievable because in boxing, lots of times drains your power. It's hard to keep on. Canelo even dropped weight to make sure he was in great shape. They fought a strategic fight.
And they were at 160?
168.
Okay, okay.
And the thing about it is, it was a great technical fight because Bud is a hell of a boxer and a puncher, and he ain't intimidated by nothing. Canelo Alvarez, I've told Phil, you watch his neck and how his back's built, that's why he can take punches. It's unreal the way but he's got great movement and stuff. He works the body, slides. That I saw him getting a little frustrated because Crawford is he's an expert. Got great footwork and move. And I think that's why Canelo was a little lighter for he could chase him. He knew he was going to have to. But it was a strategically well-fought fight by both of them. And I agree with the decision. Bud won on a decision, man. He was the better puncher.
Unanimous?
Yeah, and he was a better puncher. But Canelo had some points, but just couldn't catch him. Well, sometimes that happens. What I did like, listen to the humility of Bud Crawford after the fight and Canelo. By saying, Canelo said, hey, this is a great fight. He said he was better than Floyd Mayweather. And he said that, my hat's off to him. But I'm fine. I'm still the same body. I still got everything in me. Tonight he was where Bud Crawford said, Canelo Alvarez is, great fight. I'm glad he put this up with me. We had a great fight. I am so thankful to get it. Because they were saying Bud Crawford's legacy would be tarnished if he lost because he hadn't fought like the great. Man, Bud Crawford knocked the hell out of anybody he fought.
He was 41-0, right?
But man, the dude is a stud. Out of Omaha. A stud. But he's not that camera guy that makes everybody happy. They try to bring that out of him. And he's just maybe hungry. They both have families, kids. They both gave each other the good. Now, would they have a rematch? I don't think so because it's not worth it. But as far as watching a fight strategically, tell you, Bud Crawford did exactly what he had to do, and he did it well.
Well, we were saying the other day, the best fighters don't fight each other, right? That's mainly what happened to the sport.
It's been years. But to Bro's point about just them being both good men.
Right.
After the fight, because Canelo had his own belts. Crawford gave those belts back to him. So that he could have those. Because he'll get his own championship belts after the fight. But that gesture, you could just see the respect there. There was none of that.
Right in front of his wife and kids.
And they weren't campaigning to
Right.
They took it as, I think they understood, but one, they took it both well. They treat each other as guys competing. I like that shit. Now, you can talk crap maybe afterward, but I just found it was classy. And I thought you had some gladiators going at it. Now, that's why Dana White and Condom are getting into this, all right? Because they've got tons of money. They can set up these fights overseas for amount of money that will get the best fighters to fight each other. I have no problem with that. I just don't like some of them personally.
Well, who's out there, Brophy?
There's so many fighters that are coming up.
I mean, are they draws?
Oh, yeah, there's draws. There's fights to be had, but that's to your point. Why is Devontae Davis being Bridgman talking about? Why in the hell does he fight Jake Paul? That's a goddamn joke. Jake Paul's a clown that's taking down boxing. But there are fights for those guys. But everybody's got to go, is that a good matchup now? Let me build it up and make a little more money. And then we'll come together. By that time, you've lost the fight. You've aged out. And now we're seeing two guys at the end of their careers. But I think that's what they're trying to end because as we grew up, man, we saw some fight.
At the peak of their career.
At the peak of their career.
Right.
And it's like Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. are now talking about fighting because they're going back and forth with one another. And it's sort of like a nostalgia tour or a TV reality show. You know what I mean?
But that's exactly right. That's exactly right. We'll have a 3-round exhibition fight of two guys in a wheelchair.
Doesn't that speak to the state of boxing that they could go back into the ring at their advanced age and draw a crowd.
That's
there's
why they
nothing else. Yeah,
that's why they pubbed this fight so much,
yeah.
and they went overboard.
Yeah.
If you listen to Max Kellerman, to anybody after the show, the best ever, this is the best ever. Right, because they want the state of boxing to be like this and better, and I think it will get better, but not by putting on exhibitions like that.
Yeah.
That to me is,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can make so much money, but wow, I have no interest.
Let me add that fighters that are champions fighting for championships, at least in the heavyweight division, they just don't compare to what we grew up with.
No,
Nobody
No.
that I see.
No.
Tyson Fury has zero boxing skills.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Wilder.
Deontay, is that his
Yeah,
name?
Deontay
Wilder. Zero boxing skills whatsoever. So he can hit hard,
Yep, that's the thing.
has zero skill in the ring.
Now,
And so I think Mark Breland, who was a Hearns clone, if you
yeah,
will,
you're right.
he
Good
never
call. Good
rose
call.
to that level. I think he might have been a champion at one point in
Yeah.
time, but he was Wilder's trainer at one point
right,
in time.
exactly right.
And when Wilder lost to Fury, or maybe the first fight was a draw, I think, because Wilder knocked him down twice late. But he fired
Really.
Breland because Breland wanted him to become a better boxer before he went back in the ring with that guy.
Yep.
And he said, "The hell with that! I'm going back." And the next two fights, Fury just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
And that Usyk guy who was
Oh man, the guy
now,
from Ukraine.
who actually can fight and does have some skill.
That's
And he's
why.
beat Fury a couple times.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's why the guy can hit,
Yeah.
but he can box.
Yeah,
yeah,
And Fury's biggest problem was he went to Crown Gym and got in the real gym and fight.
Uh-huh.
That's why he knocked Wilder out because they were going, "No, you're getting aggressive. You're doing this." The guy's got talent like him. He just gets lazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you see all the big fighters.
Fury's like the size of a refrigerator.
He's huge,
Yeah, yeah.
but when he's in shape, guy's got a great jab punch.
Yeah.
He's got moving. He's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it, but he doesn't use it.
Yeah.
And that's like you were saying with Deontay. If he would learn to move his feet
Yeah,
and box
yeah,
and
yeah.
not take shots,
Yeah.
but he's trying for the big shot every time.
Yeah.
Those why those guys
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
out.
yeah.
But they've made tons of money.
Yeah.
What's the deal? But that's what's missing because we used to talk about. You remember when Ron Lyle and Ernie Shavins?
Oh, hell
Jesus, there's like two guys into a sledgehammer,
Right,
beating the hell
right,
out of each other, knock each other down 3 times, around, get up and fight the next
And
one.
not necessarily top ranked at the
No,
time.
at the
Just
time.
sluggers,
At
man.
the time,
Just-
man.
They're more of Wilder's ilk, if you will. But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
at least had some skill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They grew
Absolutely.
up boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at the guys in the corners. The
Yeah.
D'Angelo's, what's his name?
Yeah,
Angelo
yeah,
Dundee,
yeah.
Eddie
The guy that
Fudge,
trained, Eddie
yeah,
Fudge.
yeah.
Those guys, those were real
Manuel
trainers.
Stewart. Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
right, exactly. And they had to, like you said, grow up boxing.
Yeah.
You just didn't enter as a fighter.
Yep.
You grew up in box.
Yep.
That's why I'll never bet against Mexican fighters. I'll tell you, there's a thing with me. I watched them and studied them over the years.
Yeah.
Them kids grew up in street fighting. All right, they go to the gym and learn to fight. That's it. You can look at a guy and go, "Oh, he's smaller, he's chubby." Man, them cats will fight forever. But it's bred in their training. That's how it's done. Usyk, why he's so good at you. The way he trains and what he works on, he's in that kind of shape. He's in that kind of fighter ability. Where the other guys, you get enough money and they come in and you look and you go, he's 20 pounds heavier. That shit catches up, man.
Yeah.
It's just to dedicate yourself to train like that is tough, man. And that's why I give Bud Crawford
What do you have-
all the pub.
What do you have Bud at historically?
Man, I tell you what, it depends on how this era,
Yeah.
about the last 12 years, he has dominated the fight world, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to name fighters that stick out any more than that.
Yeah.
It's just because he's more unheralded, maybe, out of Omaha and maybe speak. But I tell you what, how can you argue?
Yeah.
The guy beat everybody he put in front of him.
Yeah. Young young fans of boxing today, put him right there with Leonard Hearns and Duran.
Okay.
I think the majority of his career, his greatness was as a welterweight. So
Right.
his
If
defined
you-
his career.
I know his record. I just haven't,
If you looked at him,
I just haven't seen him.
if you
Yeah.
looked at him fighting, and I watched a lot of his fight, you go back to like Tommy Hearns and those kind of guys. The guy's quick, got great footwork, and he can punch from no angle.
And he's a he's a very good counterpuncher.
Yes,
Yep,
exactly. He'll kill you.
He
with
reminded
jab.
me a little bit of the like the Pernell Whitaker type.
Yeah, well, and he can
because he had angles.
an angle, and he will switch. He can go softball on you.
Yeah.
He can do all that, and he
Yeah.
had great footwork. Plus, in studying him and getting to know him and the stories about him, he studies so well. He's like ahead.
Yeah.
He knows what people are trying to do against him.
Okay.
The guy's very good at that. And I think, right, you said it though, right? Compared to the fighters we grew up with there, boxing was it. This is what you had to do to survive. Because you're going to get exposed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and these guys now,
Yeah.
sometimes you look at them, they come in the ring, I go, oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't put your money on that cat. You know?
Okay.
But
Well, he
see,
sounds
though,
like he's legit, though.
They're signing it to make it better. And this group that's coming together with money should make the bigger fights happen.
Okay.
And all he can do is beat who's in front of him. And he's
Exactly
done
right.
that. So
Exactly right.
it isn't
That's
his
the point,
fault.
Phil.
That's true.
that,
They
you
were
know,
acting like, you know, his legacy would be tarnished if he lost to Canelo. I'm like, how? He fought everybody to fight.
yeah.
He had to go up 2 weight divisions to find a guy to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because he was
Yep.
beating everybody's ass.
Oh, yeah. Leonard
So-
lost to Duran. Leonard lost to Hearns.
Right.
Leonard lost to
Right,
Hagler.
I agree,
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree with that. Right.
He's still got his legacy.
I'm a
though.
Hagler
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but then you go look at that down at
Yeah.
group fighting each other. I met Tommy Hearns in Miami. He shook my hand. He was nice as could be.
Is that
We were
right?
at a restaurant.
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
playing the dog. He shook my hand. And I'll tell you what, I know how his hands knocked motherfuckers out.
Okay.
It felt like a brick.
Is that right?
It felt like, I almost said, man, dude,
Yeah.
get some lotion under them.
Yeah.
Get them nails. I mean, he shook my hand. And it felt like it was hard.
What's Tommy, 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah, about 6'2". And I stood up and they introduced me.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, nice to meet you. And he shook my hand and said, oh, champ, don't be throwing no problem. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, you could tell that.
Can you imagine me 6'2" and 147?
I know.
You know.
In the street, there's a kid fighting now that his name escapes me right now. He's young and he lost one. He got caught a little bit. But he's like 6'3" or 4", like 150 something. I mean, he looks like a stream. But I'll tell you, he can hit, he can punch. But I look at him and go, how?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's leverage, man. It's like a little guy swinging a golf club,
Yeah,
man. They can hit a
absolutely.
golf ball
Yeah,
300 yards.
right.
It's all about leverage.
And that's the guys I'm so jealous of.
Yeah.
So how happy are you that college football's kicked off?
Well, you know, again, I'll go with a thing. Junior, my son, he played at Walsh College and stuff. He was too small to be playing at Miami. But the biggest Hurricane fan in the world besides me. Now, I got to the point I was so upset with my Hurricanes that Junior would call Carson and text me. I go, God damn, man, turn that shit. That's what I learned to do. Turn it. I'm addicted. I've got a game on my phone in Division II. And I'm watching a college game on TV while keeping scores in the channel. I'm obsessed with it. That helps me during this time, I think. But the other night with my boys, they finally played it where, and I have to give Mario Cristobal, our head coach, a lot of credit. He has been in touch with me about Junior's passing because Junior was down there last year with. They've been incredible about it, and I told him the biggest thing in the world is if we lose playing a game playing the way we're playing now, I'm okay because they're playing Hurricane.
Right, okay.
And it's been a lot of years since we've done that. They're finally playing that building now with the NIL and all these rosters. Some people ask me about a game. I go, you know what? I don't know who they got.
Right.
I may know a couple, but shit, teams have 70 new guys.
Right,
yeah,
right.
that's right.
I don't know. So it's kind of, I love it because I love football, and it's finding those matchups. Ohio State looks loaded, but you question the quarterback. Well, what about this? It's just, I love it. I'm totally obsessed with it. So I'm glad that's back. That helps, and especially when my boys are playing well. So 1 and 2 ranked right now.
Yeah,
I don't like to
that's right.
mention that stuff.
I did not know Miami was number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tape if you want to watch it. You know. No, but I'm really happy that's back.
Okay.
That's my life right there.
Have you got a chance to see Ohio State?
Yeah. I saw. I posted. I for the life of me, I can't understand why Grambling is on their schedule.
Oh,
So
my.
it's just listen. Play somebody a little bit better. Give Grambling $1 million if you want to, but there's just don't waste an afternoon like that.
Phil, to that point,
you know-
that's where we're at. My old coach, Hans Snellenberger, always said to be the best, you got to play the best and beat the best.
Yeah.
All right? That's how you become the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
And I said that tomorrow. You can't have them punk-ass schedules
Yeah.
and do that to them. Now, I understand as a small school, but put this, Kent State, who had finally won a game, and I've talked to their coach and stuff, and they're happy. I was up at the game, said, great stands. They lost a close one to Buffalo. They had it won. That'd have been their second win. But look at their schedule. They went and played Texas Tech, who was ranked at the time. Now, this week, they play Florida State, and the following week,
Kent
Oklahoma.
State plays Florida State.
And then Oklahoma. Now I'm going.
That is crazy.
I pray they fly in and have enough guys left to play the rest of the season. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
Just to
I
your
didn't
point.
know that.
You know, playing Grambling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grambling's one AA school.
Yep.
Come on, man. They have athletes,
Yep.
but Jesus, they don't have the numbers
Right,
and the
right.
depth.
Yep.
And if you look at the games that are close,
Yep.
go to the third quarter, just like Ohio U played Ohio State very tough.
They did.
Ohio's a very good team.
Ohio showed up.
Ohio's a very good team.
Yeah.
What happens though, it's depth.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have more,
Yeah.
and they wear you down.
Right.
And you got to get up one time for that game.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I
Yes,
mean? So you're playing out of your mind. But you can't play that schedule every week.
No way.
You know what I mean? It just won't, you won't survive.
And that's the thing is, all right, with all the money in college football, you're telling me you have to schedule that because say they made $4 million out of these games.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still going to have losing regular set pays for your thing. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
Because damn, you just ain't going to make it that way. Nebraska beat after you 68-0. Come on, man. I mean, you know how much? There's got to be a better way. 'Cause
Well,
it's
I
not
really
worth watching.
like what they did with opening week this year.
Yes.
It was
Yeah, they were great
bangers
football
across the
games.
board.
That's what you got to have, right?
Right?
That's our interest.
And then everybody's falling back into
Yeah, because you still have and you got to remember you have like contractual things for
Yeah, you
2-3
got your
years.
cupcake
but
games.
once you get through it, you watch. Now with all this NIL, and don't be surprised if the NCAA goes after Michigan and them, if Michigan don't go, screw you, we're done. You watch them get away from the NCAA. They don't need it.
Yeah.
But college football is so dominant, and so that they'll come up with their own system, and they'll get rid of the NCAA. Because you're going to have to, with all the NIL, everybody's got to play everybody now. When you're expanding the playoffs
Right.
again, oh shit. No, you can't.
What are we up to?
have
12 teams?
Yeah, 12 teams. I say 16.
You can lose 2 games, legitimately.
Yeah,
Which is exactly right. That's
Exactly.
why
Why?
Ohio State can play Texas week 1.
Thank you.
If
Right.
it was the old
Thank you.
guard,
Right,
there's
right.
no- this season would be over.
Yeah,
when you
Yeah.
lose
That
that's when
opened it up
they
everybody.
got 2 losses.
That's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Yep.
But I like that, though. I hate it that a school could lose 1 game
And be put out.
and be put out.
Oh,
and,
yes.
and it's really detrimental to lose in November versus
Absolutely.
September.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just unfair.
Hey,
You know what?
Florida State went undefeated
Right.
2 years ago or 3 years ago when it was
That's
just
right.
4 teams in the playoffs.
Right.
Florida State missed the playoff undefeated.
Yeah.
Now, this is what my problem is with it, and always has been, is they'll say, well, like, Florida State wasn't deserving of stuff. But they don't fucking rank them that high.
Right, right.
You know, they'd say, no, you know what? We don't think today. Keep them at 10. That way they know they're not. You don't just screw
Exactly.
someone.
They're-
And that's what they
that's
do.
voter, yeah.
They do that. They look at it and go, let's see, Ohio State Tech. Oh, that's fan base. Yeah. Of course, I don't get that.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Right,
you know?
right.
But now, I said go to 16 teams. Now, Dan Orlovsky was
16 in the playoff?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the reason.
Is that this year?
No,
he said he would like to see 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody's getting a bye, or you
It's
tell
on the
me?
table. Oh, they're look.
Give me your
Division
formula.
1,
16's no buy.
Division double A, Division 2, Division 3. You know how many they have played? 16.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they don't have the rinky-dink 2 extra games
Yep,
to
yep,
play a year.
yep, yep.
They play
They
at
play
16
ball,
teams,
yep.
and it's worked out for years.
yep.
Now, what you do by going to 16 teams is say, listen, for all you not in the SEC, the Big Ten, you guys got chances, all right, they see, to get in as wild cards or whatever.
Okay.
Well, here's the deal. Well, how about we go play in the Tito's Cheese Bowl game
right.
And get nothing? We'll lose
Right.
money to go let money.
Right.
They get a new sponsor every year.
right,
And you
right.
got 16 people in the stands going, well, they go, wow, you played in the Tito.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
Right,
No
right.
one. It ain't worth it. It doesn't
Right.
mean nothing. So you put those teams that go, all right, it's near the end of the year. And with the NIL money out there, say you got a Nebraska that's ranked 20. All right, we got 3 more games. You think the money they're making? Why do you think Ohio State's defensive linemen are staying last year? They're all making enough money. You know, we get Carson Beck quarterback, he's making $2 million.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm staying. I'm playing for the big money.
Right.
Now, so all right, Nebraska goes, we got to win these next 3 games. It means something. Everybody's on board.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if we get to 16, we're in. We got a
Right.
shot. As a player that's been there and got to it, man, there ain't nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. And if they were paying me, if they gave me $8, I'd say, oh shit, let's go.
So when you played, it was just the ranking.
Here's just a ranking. Yeah.
Right? They said the Orange Bowl is going to be the championship or
We're
the
gonna play
Fiesta Bowl or
championship, who's the
whatever.
top 2 teams.
Yeah.
We leapfrogged from 4 to 2 because of our win against Florida State at Florida State, and we needed a break. Texas gets beat, and so does Auburn. So they drop, and we go.
Yeah.
Howard called a meeting on Sunday.
Yeah.
We didn't have a meeting. We called her, and I could tell by the look.
Yeah.
He came in that pipe and smoked. He didn't say nothing to anybody. He got up and he got to the mic, and he looked up and he goes, "Under Kirk State, we have earned the right to play for the national." Whoa! Nuts. We were like, "Let's go, goddamn it!" And the night of the game, to show you how crazy that is, we needed the teams ahead of us to lose. If like 2 and 3 lose, it'd be great for us. If we beat 1, we're in. 2 and 3, and then we're going down. And I said we were a team of destiny after we beat Florida State. So they go down. We weren't scheduled to get on the bus for like a half hour. So people were jumping out of the rooms off the porch, go, "Let's go. Get on the bus." They were riding the bus. We got the shit. We were there. We said ahead of time, "Let's go." We had all the confidence. We're whooping Nebraska's ass. Now, that was a chore. I mean, Howard had us at I introduced him at the Hall of Fame in Canton.
Is this the Fumblerooski game?
Yes.
Ding
Is it
Stein-
the illegal play?
His name.
He told us
Ding
that-
Steinbach.
he
You
told
remember the
us-
guard?
Yeah.
He told us
Cincinnati.
at halftime.
It wasn't Fumbarooski. It was
Fumblerooski.
No, Fumbarooski was the Raiders play.
Yeah. They put the ball on the ground, whatever the hell. What's the
That was
illegal?
a Dave Casper kicking the ball to the end zone
There was
before calling on
it was the illegal play.
Google the Fumblerooski.
Yeah, it's an illegal
pretty
play.
sure it was Dave Steinbach.
Howard told us at halftime, if they have to resort to that crap, we're going to kill them. Well, they came back on us, but we won. But when I introduced Howard to luncheon, I made the mistake of saying, beforehand I went up there, I said, "Yeah, remember, Coach?" And I had this cut on my eye.
Who was it?
John Heisman,
John Heisman.
invented by pioneering football coach, while the play itself was conceived.
Oh, wait a minute. Google Fumblerooski, Nebraska.
Orange Bowl. Yeah,
Orange Bowl.
Steincool.
Yeah.
But I introduced him at this luncheon, right? Well, I had a few beers to drink, and it had this 4-wheeler tree branch hit me, and I had a cut above my eye. Well, I was talking to Howard about introducing. I go, our line was like 250 compared to the rest. He looked at me like I was mad. He looked at me and goes, "Jay, our line was 242. I mean, that's how precise. 242. I said about 250. So I got up and told the crowd. I said, "Man, listen, I didn't look like this before Coach came in the town." I said, "Man, I still don't mess with it. I was scared of that old man till he died."
What were you playing at the U? How much were you weighing?
Oh, and Wayne?
You're right.
220.
You're right.
220.
Holy Roller was the Raiders.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Fumbarooski was Nebraska. That's right.
220, that illegal play.
220?
220.
You were playing at 220?
Oh, yeah.
What about the Dolphins?
Maybe younger, maybe a little lower than that.
What about the Dolphins?
I played the Dolphins, the heaviest weight they gave me, because you were fined $100 a pound. For every Thursday morning you weighed in. If I weighed 233, there's $100. Or get that weight off in the next 15 minutes.
So you can go up to 232?
Yeah, so that was the heaviest. I usually played in the mid 220s, 225.
Boy, you looked huge.
But then
When you got no fat and it's all muscle.
Right.
that was a little
Yeah.
different. But I got sick and had the flu, was in the hospital. They get out and they started me on Monday night game. And I'm like, still feel bad. And I played at 212.
What?
Let me tell you something. I felt like I could run forever. But when them big asses would hit me, oh shit. No wonder they go back
10
to defensive
pounds.
back.
Yeah,
Oh my God. That was Woo-wee.
And linebacker.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
Again, I was more of an undersized at that time. But wow, man. I mean, Nebraska, they brought all their trucks down with weights, and they were walking around the city, and we were like, who in the hell are these big ass corn fed? Big as hell.
Yep.
And weighed about 300 across the line.
Yeah, those boys are big.
And they were the Golden State Warriors of college
Oh,
football.
yeah, absolutely.
They were the best college football team ever
That they said
up to that
That was the
moment.
Mike Rozier years.
Yeah.
Yes, him and Turner
And
Gill.
Turner
Dean
Gill.
Steinkuhler, all them, Irvin Fryer.
Right.
Now they entered.
Ooh, what
They
a
said in
team.
the Sports Illustrated, who could stop the Nebraska steamroll? They were averaging 54 points a game. They beat teams 80 something, not 70 something.
Wow.
So this was the big question, and I had a reporter ask me during the meetings downtown at the hotel. He goes, "Hey Jay, do you think like you guys will be able to play with them into the fourth quarter?" I looked at him like, "We're gonna win a game," and he was like, "Okay." And Bernie and them came out, and Ian Sinclair, my roommates, "Oh man, we're gonna throw all over." They ain't seen no pro offense, and sure enough, we came out and lit them up. Now, where they got to us, where we're going now, is they were much bigger. we had a lot of injuries. We lost the starting linebacker beside me first series. We had guys injured. I had a cast on my thumb, pins pulled out a couple of nights before. Wow. So we were all beat up, but they had spray painted the field to make it look nice. The Dolphins had played the playoff game. It was sand, about that thick. You talk about being tired. Your legs and shit.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, I felt like you were trudging through stuff. But they spray painted to make it look good on TV. So when it came down to the end, it was like, man, we had to make that play because we were just getting worn down. You know, we had some light
I
guys.
think that would favor them, though. If it were you.
Well, it slowed them down, though.
Right, but we had took that lead and we made plays when we had to. Our field goal kicker would have made a field goal, would have helped us too. But it just, it was just one of those things. So, it came down to. But
I wonder, is that the first time I saw Bernie play? Because I wasn't here. I was away. You were. I'm sure you saw Miami plenty of times back then. But I remember thinking, oh, this dude can carve a defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That sidearm.
you know what? They put a different jersey on the safeties. They put like 15. Bernie laughed like hell because they thought they'd fool him by alignment. He's going, safeties line up what safeties do.
Right.
76. That was a joke. We ate him up. And the thing was, Byrne was so goddamn smart, man. I mean, and when they were going to go for that 2 points, he was not watching. And people don't realize this. We had about a minute left. Byrne had the offense on the sidelines going, listen, they make this. This is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. We'll go down, we'll get the field goal, win the game. He had them already ready. They were already ready on the sideline. Ready to go. And when we stopped the extra point, people were celebrating. I celebrated at first. Then I was like, get the hell away, get over. We had like 50 seconds. Dude, onside kick, he needs a field goal.
Right.
Dude, get the hell away with that shit.
Right.
I was going crazy. Bernie had them ready. We took it. We recovered and man, I mean, then it just, that whole place erupted. So
I bet it did.
Those thoughts of getting to those types of games and memories are priceless. Right? I didn't give money. I ain't gave it. I don't need it. Those stories, I'm still asking about at 65 years old. And that's my saying to places like Kent and stuff. When you're looking at like getting money to put a game, look at the opportunity to change things. You'll be remembered forever. No one remembers you got money. They don't give a shit about
Right.
They remember what you did.
That's right.
And that's a difference maker. And that's why I love it going to 16 teams and thinking that opportunity to play in that. That's why guys will say, whoa, you ain't no doubt.
And you don't drink. Do you know how much free alcohol you've passed up over the years?
Well, you know what?
Because you don't have to buy a drink.
You got to remember, for a long time, Philip, I was drinking. And I was getting free. And don't get me wrong. I throw my rings on. Run by line. Bring it up. People try to say, oh, yeah. I try to get her autograph. Get us right in the restaurant. Get us right at I click them together. And I go, that'd be my case. Oh, shit, I was loving it. And then, fortunately, I stopped drinking, but I stopped wearing the rings, and I never put them on. Dan Marino doesn't wear his. But there's a reason. I'm not that Jay Brophy anymore. All right? I'm me. I am who I am. I'm not the rings. I don't want to be associated with it. I love the fact that I get remembered.
Right.
I get talked about. I don't want people to come say, got you to read? I went through it.
I hear you.
And I don't need any free beers or even a free meal.
Right.
And let alone, I'm grumpy at 65. Get the fuck away. Shit hurts my fingers being on. But
I hear you.
But it's I got off topic because that's how passionate I am when we talk about like sports in this game and what it meant. So, again.
Well, speaking of being grumpy,
we know where this is going.
my Browns, man. Oh, my goodness. Listen, this is week 2.
Oh, boy.
2 Sundays in a row, we've had tea times at 6:45.
Did you? I was wondering.
Yeah, because everybody want to get on to see the Browns.
I know, man.
Listen, man, I'm telling you. First of all, it's painful as hell to get up at
I know.
4:45 in the morning.
You ain't kidding.
Let them lose and look bad another week or two. We're going back to 10 and 11 o'clock tea times.
You know what?
Hey, this is
what's
bullshit.
you guys, since you are so passionate, what's your opinion of where it's going from here?
So, you can go.
Well, no,
because I don't know their
But
direction.
I just want to say I'm not that passionate.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I just got here.
Me neither.
I love the Browns. I just can't. It's like, again, your wife's cheating on you with the milkman, man. I can't love you that much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
here's what I don't
can't take it.
understand, and I'm glad you're a part of the being here, Brophy, with your expertise. So I understand getting Flacco to stabilize the position, right? They have, because of the trade to get the guy from Michigan, the lineman, Mason.
Yep.
Mason Graham.
And we had the third pick in the draft, the fifth pick, whatever. We traded. We got Graham. We picked up picks that we lost because of the Watson deal.
Yep.
And so now we're projected to have a very high pick next year. And everybody initially said, hey, they're going to be watching Arch Manning or whatever.
Yeah. That ship.
Well, I need to see him.
Boy.
I need to see him more. He looked well.
No,
he didn't look good
he
against
got
Ohio
booed.
State.
He got booed this week.
Yep.
Just over the weekend, he got booed by his own
He
fans.
I thought he balled out.
No, he struggled.
He
struggled.
He threw for. He was like 10 of. He missed. He had 10 straight incompletions.
He struggled.
And so he's about 50%.
Okay.
And he threw for maybe 175 yards or something.
Clearly,
he was
I had to
below
watch.
average. Absolutely.
But I think that was part of the Browns' strategy. Here's where I don't understand what they're doing. We're not going to Super Bowl this year, right? I mean,
No.
we're not.
I say that facetious.
Hey,
Why
we
not see
haven't
what
been
you-
to the Super Bowl ever.
But
Let's
I'm
be
saying,
clear.
why not see what you have in the kids, in the Gabriel and the Shador Sanders?
Well, I think-
why are we wasting time? And does it just get us? Is this
It's not a waste of time. You can destroy a quarterback.
Yeah,
you put him into.
there's-
okay?
that's
So
the point.
so
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
because these first 6 games.
Yeah. Get it.
this is Hell's Kitchen or whatever,
Like you
right?
said, man, what happens to Dylan Gabriel's not a big guy. All right, he can look good in mop-up time right now.
Yep.
But my problem is, you put him in there against some Southern, and he takes some shots. Case in point, look at
Tim Couch.
Burrows.
Look at Burrows.
Oh, at Cincinnati.
He has taken so many shots down turf toe. He's taken so many shots because they didn't protect him.
Yeah.
As great a quarterback as he is, they're comparing him to Oliver Luck now.
Yeah.
He might be an early retired guy
Yeah.
because he's just too beat up.
He is.
You put those guys in when you can't run the ball effectively enough.
Which we
yet.
can't.
Right. Now.
Though the kid does look kind of good there from Most State.
Yeah, oh no, Jenkins, right? But
Jenkins looks pretty
let's
good.
see how it progresses.
Oh, did he?
Like you said,
Yeah.
you're not going anywhere. So let's see how it progresses.
So the kids will play later this year.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. If they continue playing the way they are. Yeah.
But
Because it's not Flacco losing that game.
the car. What was the car that played for the Raiders?
David Carr,
Is that David?
Oh,
His
yeah,
brother.
Yeah.
His brother is
the one that came from Houston.
Yeah, his brother's the poster child for getting in
What was his
on
name?
a bad. Was it Derek?
Derek,
Yeah.
no, Derek is now. David was
okay,
Yeah.
the
okay,
older one
okay,
that
okay.
played at
So he's the poster
University of
child
Houston.
for a career ruined because they put him in on a bad team. And
What
he got
about Tim
the- and
Couch?
He got the hell beat out of him.
Yeah,
Was Tim Couch ever any good?
but yeah.
And
Go ahead.
again, I didn't watch that much Browns football. So Tim Couch,
He wasn't as good.
he
as,
was
David
he
Carr.
was the starting quarterback for the new Browns.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
For the first new Browns. So they came back.
Yeah.
Who'd they play? Pittsburgh like that first game?
I can't remember.
But they lost like 35-0 or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I want to say. Yeah.
They won 2 games that year. One was a Hail Mary against New Orleans, last play of the game.
Oh, God, yeah.
And you thought they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But but that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is Shador Sanders as athletic as you might seem smart until he gets comfortable in that offense and doesn't take those sacks.
Yeah.
Because again, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
This is the big time guys, man.
Yeah.
And I mean these guys, they're gonna lay it on you.
Yeah.
And I just think you're right. That would be my biggest
Winter's just a
concern.
little colder, man, when those guys are sub 500.
Pick
I mean,
another team. Man. Pick
Yeah.
a secondary team, which is what I did. And listen, I picked Pittsburgh because I hated the Ravens because the Ravens were the Browns, and I was living in Maryland. I hated those fans, and so I needed somebody that was going to beat the Ravens, and Pittsburgh was my only option. So I went with Pittsburgh.
Your boy's balling out.
Who's that?
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers. 5 touchdown passes or something?
Yeah, but then this next week.
What did he do last week?
Reality check. A little reality check.
Last week? Oh,
Yeah,
they lost to Seattle.
Tell you what, though, don't that Seattle team. But look for the Raiders. We got teams that are doing better. The Colts,
I would love to see the
Colts,
Raiders come
Colts
back.
2-0.
Oh, they want to get rid of Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
You can't.
Although very lucky. to
Very,
be
oh, very
2-0.
lucky. Very lucky. But Denver, I thought, would take care of it.
Uh-huh.
But Bo Nix, another quarterback.
Yeah.
Look what they've done with him.
Yeah.
Systems, right
Yeah.
things make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh didn't play well defensively. Watt called them out. So listen, man, we ain't doing our job.
Yeah.
We give up to a point. They'll get it rectified. I don't know how effective it'll be, but at least they went for it with something that seems compatible, that'll work. My problem is with the Browns. And again, I'm just neutral. I love watching football.
What's the plan here?
But
as
I
you
don't
see it?
know. I look at it and go,
Flacco has to protect the football.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, and when he was a Raven,
Right.
and a top-tier quarterback, that's what he did.
Right.
He
Don't throw
just
the
didn't
ball.
make
Yep.
mistakes.
Yep.
He dropped back. Now he had a great team, and so he's in the
Right,
pocket.
but
He's doing flush.
That's exactly right.
But in the Browns, he feels like he has to make.
That's the
plays.
problem. You're exactly right.
Well, let me say this too. He threw some bad passes. Some of those interceptions were really bad. But I've noticed this in the NFL. When you have which we don't have, when you have a stud receiver like the big guy at Pittsburgh that came from Seattle.
Yep. Metcalf.
Metcalf.
Uh-huh.
You got to throw the ball in his direction and let him out
Make a play.
athlete the other guy,
Right.
even though he's covered.
Right. Right. Oh yeah.
And how many plays do you see now? I saw the Philly
Where he
KC
just threw it up
game.
in the air?
And those guys were locked up on the
Yep.
sideline.
Yep.
And Mahomes and the guy at Philly both just threw that thing up, and they let those two guys, safeties weren't involved. It was a corner and a receiver.
Yep.
And they just let them go at it. And more times than not, the receiver found a way to get position and make that
Malik
catch.
He's looking for the
Davis,
ball,
Malik
yeah.
Davis
Which is
of
a-
the Giants. Wilson had his 440-some yards passing, his biggest of his career.
Yeah.
Malik Davis caught a ball double covered, ended the game, hand in his face of interference, and he's still
Oh,
caught
the
it.
guy in New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's you need that kind of report.
See, the closest thing we have is Judy, and
Yeah,
Judy's
right.
no dog.
He's
Well, listen, Devontae Smith, I think, is the guy from Philly that caught that pass. He might be
Isn't he
175
the
pounds.
smallest
Smoking.
thing?
Right.
So, but
Yeah.
if he can do that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe other receivers ought to be able to do that
you know
also.
what? But there's to another great point. How many drop balls we gonna have?
Oh.
Man, they're dropping. Yesterday, Flacco threw that one. It's right in his gut.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, the
And
two
it's dropped. That's a first
interceptions
down.
was that
The week before, week
Was
one.
Yeah.
Week
ball.
one. Yep. Yep.
You know, but what are we establishing in the running game? What are we establishing? What are we trying to? Well, I should say we. What are they trying to do? And defensively, I think they play strong here and there. But you know what? After a while, man.
Yeah, if you have too much time.
Isn't that
too
what I
much
said?
time,
Hey, listen.
shit changes.
Hey,
Momentum.
listen. Week 13, that defense is going to be exhausted. And they are going to say, this offense ain't doing shit.
Well, let me talk about
done.
some bright spots.
Okay.
That Fannin was a good pickup.
Yeah, absolutely.
That tight end.
I'm Kent McKinley.
That kid's outstanding.
That's right. He sure is.
Yep,
McKinley.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
That cornerback got toasted though. Number 26.
Boy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
No name.
Oh yeah, Junior
He might.
cornerback. Browns number 26.
Now, I'll tell
Oh,
you
that
what
kid
I
got
like
roasted.
too, though, is that little defensive lineman they got. 66. The kid, that
Yeah,
he plays
and I like that
fullback,
linebacker,
he plays
number
fullback,
42.
something else. Yeah. It
Starts
looks
with
good.
an S.
Schwarzenegger?
They
Yeah.
drafted him.
Yeah. He's
Miles Hart,
I think it is Miles Hart.
number 26, you said?
Oh,
Yeah, cornerback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah. And where are these guys coming? That free agent says, listen, man, they tell me nothing's given, I deserve it. I watched that kid the preseason make tackles on special teams, play fullback when they needed him, and pressure the defensive line spot for Benson. This kid's a player. He's the kind of guy.
Are you talking about 66?
Yeah, undrafted free agent. That kid, I like him.
Now he's on the line,
Yes.
so he's playing next to the Michigan kid,
Anywhere they
Mason.
want to put him inside anywhere. You're going to make something happen.
How is Mason Graham playing?
And you know what? Here's the thing. It's hard to say in a system because lots of times, depending on what they want you to do, they may want you to get a push on pass rush up the middle. But hey, Mason, we're letting our boy at the end go up. You got to take double team. You got to be sturdy inside. So a lot of times you don't get the pub maybe you deserve. But that will be. We'll find out
Because
more.
Miles was
season
catching a
time.
lot of one-on-ones
Yeah,
at that
see, but
end.
that's what you exactly, and he was beating that
Yeah,
up.
beating the hell out
And
of
that's
that
what you
guy.
want.
Healthy.
Yes.
His first couple games, man.
Yeah.
That Cincinnati game. That's
Man.
That's
Game
defensive player of the
changer.
year game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his legs gotten bigger? Because he's putting some of his cash in his damn pockets. Man, I'm telling you, that kind of money? Hell yeah. But no, he is balling out, though, man.
He is.
He looks great. But those, like, some of that will be starting, and you both brought up good points. By the end of the year or the middle of the year, are you banged up? Are you gassed? Mentally, it starts playing on you.
Or
Man,
do
I'm
you
thinking now.
care anymore because you know the
You're not
team
going to-
sucks and you're killing yourself for no reason?
Well, I think like that free agent said is he has to earn everything.
Yeah.
Right? Well, even as draft choices, I don't care if you're a first round or not, they'll cut you more.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it like, I want to make this money. I better put my ass off. Because if not, I'll find myself right out of the league.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. When their punter got
Uh-huh.
got hurt yesterday and limped off, I almost said, take his ass right to the goddamn locker room. Damn kickers. Get rid of him. Hurt.
Whoa, no, the punter's good. I love the
I
punter.
don't care. He wants us to feel.
The punter is good, Jay. I like the punter. The kicker ain't worth a damn.
I would have took him and hit him with the golf cart, put him in the back, and drove him out.
He had several punts inside the 10-yard line.
I have no sympathy. It ain't winning them a game.
Several punts.
I just
Well,
It's
yeah,
the
if
key
you're
phrase.
Brown,
Right,
you're going to punt a lot now.
Right. That's his story. Maybe he didn't hurt his leg. Maybe
That's what I thought. I said,
maybe
oh,
it
my
was-
God.
Maybe it was just
He's probably the person we could least afford to lose.
Well, you know what it is.
The
though?
punter, you know how many times we going to punt today?
I'm sorry, it's my mistake. It's probably his leg was tired. 12 kick, goddamn, I only got 13 in there. No, I don't. I just can't stand punting.
Oh, we got to get that punter in the game. We got to get the punter more involved.
And then
Yeah,
the guy that missed
right.
all those field goals, I can't think of his name. They said they'll probably have to go to him to punt. That's, oh my God.
Well, how about that? Yeah.
So
You know what I mean?
how many
But
games
that-
are the Browns going to win this year?
I'll tell you what, I'm not a real good predictor.
Well, they're still at
Because-
17 games, right?
Yeah, but my thing is,
Well, start with their own division. Are they going to beat anybody in the division?
it's going to be tough.
Yes.
They had a shot at Cincinnati.
Listen, they
game one.
destroyed Cincinnati. They just didn't win the game.
And they will again, especially if the injuries stay the way
And
they
I don't
are.
understand that.
They-
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
out
but
3 months. You know that.
Yeah.
Burrow's
Oh,
out
Burrow.
3 months.
Yeah, that could be
The other
big.
kid is not that bad. though.
Browning.
Brownie's not that bad.
But Pittsburgh, if Pittsburgh keeps getting better defensively, that worries me because Rodgers knows enough to stay
Yeah.
away from getting
Yeah.
and if they're running the ball better.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. But then when you're talking about the Ravens and who's left? Who am I missing?
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati,
Just the four of us.
and Baltimore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Are we
telling
going to beat anybody in our division? You think he'll beat
Pittsburgh
Cincinnati?
signed that Peppers kid that the Browns
you.
used to have.
Jabril Peppers.
He was available.
He was let go.
Wait a
by
minute,
New-
hold on.
Can you
Or
believe
no,
that?
no.
He's still in the league?
He was
He's
like-
old now.
What do you mean? He ain't old.
He was let go by New England. New England got rid of last.
He can't be 30 years old yet.
He might be around that age, but
Yeah.
Google what's his name?
Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers, yeah, out of Michigan.
29. Wow. And he was
Well,
a
it seems like a
football
long
player.
time ago they had him.
Yeah.
Did he play with Manziel?
I don't know. But he was a good football player. He was a plug
Steelers
and
picked him
play.
up, right.
Yep.
Wow.
and the thing
He was
is, that's my thought though. Plug and play. Cleveland loses anybody. Who are their plug and play players?
yeah.
Do we have someone like in Cleveland that can step up that receiver spot? You go, oh, he's good. It will be all right. Or if you get that tight end injured, who else do we go to? I know they have a plethora of them, and he likes to throw it that way. But if you lose a couple guys like they have in the past on their offensive line,
Yeah.
that's destroyed them.
Yeah.
That's why what's his name at running back in the air anymore.
And injuries
Yeah.
are going to happen.
Are gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you just right.
Is Chubb playing, by the way?
I don't-
Chubb.
Yeah.
I haven't heard his name all this year.
Where's
I haven't heard
He went to
Mixon's
Houston,
name either.
didn't
He did go to Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and here's my
I don't
only
know, that's a
issue.
good question.
One issue with that is Chubb's been in the league, what, 6 years?
Oh, more
Six,
than
that's
that.
it?
He's an old man.
No, he's got to be more than 6 years.
He's an old man. Check that out. He's an old man.
He's got some miles on him.
That's the problem, man. That's what I'm saying. You're,
I mean, you think he's only been in the league 6 years?
No, it's more than 6 years.
I'm going to say 6.
No, it's got to be like.
6. I'm going to say 6.
So that would have been
I'm going to stick it with it. But
2019.
Are you looking that up, Junior?
But my
Nick
problem
Chubb, when he
with
came
that
in the
is,
league?
if once you get a couple of injuries, you're expendable. But that contract, and if you're not getting the reps, are you ever the same?
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough
There's
grind.
very few players that are
yeah.
that get protected. like
right,
that.
exactly right.
2018. Okay, 7.
7 years. Damn, ain't that something? But and he came into the league damaged good.
Yeah,
Right?
From,
from that, yeah,
Yeah.
from that knee where he played his ass off. But that was my problem with the Browns. You had him and what's his name still cutting up in Kansas City
Yeah.
in the backman, and you get down to the 5-yard line, run it the whole way, and start throwing fades.
I didn't know Kareem was still in the league.
Yes, and running hard.
He's like their 3rd and 1 back now.
running hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had that as a package.
I know.
So again, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to call it, man. I don't understand it.
Well, I'm just gonna say, hey, I slept through the Browns game. I slept through the Canelo fight, quite frankly. I ain't staying at 1 o'clock. in the
Listen,
morning.
I missed,
I know, Kenny,
I missed the second half.
My daughter tried to stay.
I missed the second half of the Ohio State game.
Is that right?
I wasn't even close to the
I
fight.
looked around
okay.
for it. I didn't realize it was on Peacock.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that crap.
It was on Peacock, right? You know, and they were mad about that. But I'm going, Man, I'm telling you, the money and all this stuff is so cool.
Oh, listen.
I mean, that's why
In a
they
few
don't
years,
get
you're going to have to
NCAA.
stream everything. The Cavs, the Browns.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to have to stream everything.
Yep.
You guys see what David Stern said?
What did he say?
He was saying he can call people poor, but he said, you guys can't get the package. We're a highlight league.
Wait a minute, David Stern?
Or David
Silver?
Silver.
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver. Okay, yeah.
Man, I went back in time.
Yeah.
Did David Stern
Show your
die?
age.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, Adam Silver said
We're a highlight league.
it's a highlight league.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford the package.
Well, you know what?
That's what it's coming to.
Hey, look what they're doing at Europe basketball now. Hey, man, I'm telling you, that's big time to get players on there. They've got those Australian leagues to develop and stuff. It's international basketball isn't hard. They'll have that more and more. Football, I thought, was hard. But when I found out our 18U team from the United States lost to Austria in Canada. Austria? Football. In football.
What, like football?
But, yep, in football. The 18 All-Star team from
Wait
the
a
United
minute.
States played in Canada. And I think someone finished second, but Austria
What the
won.
fuck was a football? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, see, that's how crazy it is. It's everywhere at these ages. They have these teams. And the thing is, I could have got paid years ago, nothing. But now, even if I was healthy enough to teach,
So who played against Austria?
the United States 18U team and got beat. From
AAU team?
Yeah,
In
from
football.
Austria. Football.
And are these like between high school and college?
Yeah,
kids?
18 years old.
Oh,
Now, okay, my thing is this. Austria.
Is that right?
Who knew Austria had that good football?
wow.
Wait a minute. It couldn't have been like U.S. stars. Though.
Oh, yeah. Just speak that stuff. Look at the break Canada. The bottom line is, how do you lose to Austria? Because
We're still trying to get over her.
yeah,
Who were we talking to yesterday? Did you hear yesterday before we teed off? Somebody was saying that Ohio State called this kid's high school and said, "Shut him down. He ain't playing no more this season."
No.
There was a running back. I don't know who said that.
Really?
But before we teed off, there was an Ohio State running back. The dude was in high school. He got an injury, like the third game of the season, an ankle injury. Took 2-3 weeks to heal. But an assistant from Ohio State called the high school coach and said, "Shut him down. He don't play another down this year." So, I don't know who it was.
For the kids in high school.
Yeah.
Now, you can't get NIL in
Yes,
high
you
school.
can.
I was about to ask,
That's
you
what
can get it in
they're
high
doing now.
school?
There was an article.
Brophy, in high school.
There was a story about a kid in high school that's getting $30,000 to remain there to make sure he comes to that college.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
now
but
that's...
and I'm telling you, there's ways they funnel money again. That what you said,
yeah.
I was like, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They're saying, listen, they're giving scholarships to kids in 8th grade.
Yeah.
The basketball gave that kid from Duke. He was like 6'9". He was an
Oh,
8th
what's his
grader.
name? Son, Boozer's son,
In
probably.
8th grade or something.
is
They
nice.
gave him a scholarship at 8th grade.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? But it's the landscape has changed.
It has
Nothing
changed.
surprises me.
Well, remember playing at Firestone Country Club because of an invitation? Curtis
Yeah.
arranged that through...
Right.
We're going to need some kind of hookup now to go to a Cavs game or something. You can't take your family to a basketball game and park and buy seats
I
and
tell you what,
concessions.
The
And
same way with the Guardians game.
you know how much that stuff would cost now?
Just like the Indians. That's why I said go down and
I can
watch
still do the
WNBA.
Guardians probably, right?
No, I tell you what, man. You better have at least $100 to go in there.
To the Guardians?
Yes, because
That was a pretty good ticket.
You're gonna buy a pretzel and chip for $8-10. Buy a beer, that's $10.
Beer's about $10-12.
You know what? Then $20 a part, unless you want to park, down some avenue. Guy says, "Yeah, you can park."
Yeah.
You get back and all
Hey,
the shit's gone.
I'm not a go to the game.
I'm not that
person.
way either.
I'm just
but,
not.
But we talked about rubber ducks, so we should have done that.
Yeah, we should have
Rubber
done.
ducks
But
still
that's
$25.
easy.
That's fun.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
And they quite frankly have dog night.
Yes,
they got
they do.
Wednesday nights
Yep.
or dog night.
See?
Bring your dog to
Gotta
the
do
I'm
game.
that,
gonna tell you
man.
what,
Yep.
it's all, minor leagues have to be creative. They are, and it's good. And I tell you, there ain't a bad seat, baby. Yeah, I love going.
Yeah.
Really?
But, and again, I'll go up to Cleveland. It's going to take me time, but I'm going next week or whatever to the Detroit. I think it's next week or so. So the first season.
Well, if you're going with David, you'll have some
I'ma
great.
see- I'ma
You
see.
gonna be in the booth, or you gonna have some great seats?
No, I
Okay.
don't know yet.
1:15. All right, we're at an hour 15.
Okay,
okay.
cool.
We're running over a little bit.
Yes.
Run over a little bit. So let's wrap it up, guys.
All right.
Any lasting thoughts? I guess we were on the Browns and Flacco.
We
Go
got
ahead.
a great skit coming.
Oh, we got to
Yeah.
release the skit.
Right.
I don't even want to give a preview.
Yeah.
No, but hey, check the skits because more skits are coming.
More skits are coming. Tell us about
I'm on
Little John.
Hey, Little John Ronaldo.
From Big Chuck and Houlihan.
Yes. I tell you
gotta
what,
post that
I was
picture.
with him yesterday, got pictures. I bid on a jacket to help the money go up, but I got a Gallardi hat signed, baby. Talked with Little John, told him about us doing skits and stuff. And he was telling me more doing them.
Right.
And I asked him, the biggest thing, I said, you guys enjoyed doing the skits? He said, oh yeah, we loved it. He goes, but we worked. You know, that, I thought that was like, yep.
People don't understand how much work goes in those
You
skits.
don't understand, you don't. And like Bridget said, they had all the equipment. They do that.
Right.
Did he give us his blessing?
Yeah, you know what?
So there ain't no legal repercussions?
No legal repercussions.
No, because when I got the guy's name that does a lot.
Well, he's the baby of the bunch.
I got the
Jay
guy
said
that
he's
does a
like
lot.
80-something now.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I got the names, I got all of it. No, and people, I think, are so clamoring to see skits in late night movie hosts.
Yeah.
Shit, we get our boy back, the Bell back here, make a
was
movie,
fun, man.
host
Listen.
that, and do some skits.
Yeah. So
Listen, we had a good childhood, didn't we?
We did.
Friday night, man.
Absolutely.
Oh man, I don't even think we didn't eat stuff. We didn't have popcorn or anything like that.
No.
We just stayed up, laid on the floor, and watched, Abbott and Costello.
Yeah,
And then Saturday morning.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
now tell me what kind of cereal did you eat Saturday morning?
What's that?
Saturday morning. What kind of cereal did you eat?
Oh, jeez. I tell you what, back then it had to be, I think maybe Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Oh,
What's up?
it's the nastiest cereal I've ever ate in my life.
Well, I ate it with Crunch Bears.
I was
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies
with-
and Trix
Trick, right? Trick.
and Cocoa
Fruity
Puffs.
Pebbles.
Yeah. Oh,
Cocoa Puffs.
the milk after Trix was just fantastic.
Oh.
It was like drinking
I
milkshake.
like that.
Yeah,
What did you eat?
I can't remember, quite frankly.
That's what I was thinking, though. I was just
Frosted Flakes, maybe.
I thought you were cornflake.
I was guessing. Yeah, I think it was. That was one of them.
Remember the
Oh, what had the leprechauns?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Lucky
what
Charms.
I ate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucky
that's what I ate.
had those marshmallows in there.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Oh, we be in front of the.
What's that?
How long have been around?
Oh hell, man. Yeah.
We be in front of the TV watching cartoons for hours,
Saturday morning was full
bro.
there. Yeah, and then even Big Chuck and Little John them moved
yeah.
to. They had Couch Potato Theater or whatever, like on Saturdays at noon or something for a while.
Hey.
Where you said the guy they told stories while you watching movies.
Right.
God, dog.
Before the cartoons came on Saturday morning, they had this farm show. Remember that shit?
Right.
Some sort of,
Right.
I don't know what it was.
wonder why
but we watched that
Well,
too.
That's probably what got me because, like, now I love National Geographic and animals.
Mutual
And,
of Omaha's
I
Wild
remember
Kingdom.
that the old
Yes,
farm.
yes.
How about Mutual of Omaha?
Oh, that was
Wild
awesome.
Kingdom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the old man
What was
would
the
have
dude's name?
Merlin,
Marlon
Marlin Perkins.
Marlon would
Yeah.
always get his assistant.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
he get that 30-foot ball, I say the story. He was in there getting choked to death. Yeah, man, that was some great stuff. Yeah, that was great stuff. But that's what they're talking about
Yeah.
with these old movies coming.
Right.
Like hosting them. They're funny, but we make fun during it.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
one guy called in. This guy was telling me that into their page going, I don't think it's funny they interrupt the movie. It's like these movies suck. That's why they do it. They do it for a movie. And he goes, those people that don't get it. I said, exactly. Those are people, you always have a complaint.
Right.
Oh, man.
But that was the fun part. Lardy ran through the middle. Whoa, go this way.
Oh,
He
that's
said, those are classics, man.
I need to see
All
some.
right,
Yeah,
we have
me too.
got to wrap this up.
All
So,
right.
listen, thank you for tuning in to Three Brothers Podcast. Junior, give us the email address, please. The Three Bros Pod at gmail.com. Again, we always welcome questions, comments. Tell us what you like about the show.
We're back.
We're back. Tell us what you'd like to see. We got a great skit coming and more to follow. So,
Yep.
thanks again for joining us. Peace out. See you later.
Yeah, I've been there, you know I run that, and you ain't from there, so you can't come back. I've been there, you know I run that, and you ain't from there, so you can't come back.